Hey guys, welcome to the team call. Thanks for being on. Tonight we're going to talk about a really fun topic that I think everybody's excited about. So for those of you that are new to the team, welcome to Team Triceps, and thanks so much for jumping on the call tonight. My name is Sarah Tri. I am the founder of Team Triceps. I've been a Beachbody coach for 4 years, and I just found that it's like the funnest job you could ever have. I mean, I get to work with people that I love that actually want to build a better life for themselves. And I don't know, our team's just really awesome, and we've just got some really great people, and we just have a good time. So tonight we're going to talk about how or what you can do to build your income. So if you're a brand new coach, I would say that this is going to be a lot of information, and you definitely need to work your way through rock the basics before you really take any of this stuff and implement. And if you see this place shaking, it's because we're back in our fifth wheel camper, or our tiny house. So I'm back in this tiny little office, which I love. We just got to San Antonio yesterday, which is where the team retreat is in February. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, please get your ticket. We have 3 spots left for the retreat, so please come. It's going to be amazing. You can see that there's a chat over in the right. Over on the right, where you can introduce yourself, say hi. If you're coming to the retreat, I'd love for you to say hi and that you're coming and how excited you are about the retreat, because the retreat's going to be like 2 days of just intense training. You're going to get to network with tons of amazing coaches on Team Triceps and learn so much information. Josh and I were just talking this morning, Josh Coates, and he is emceeing the event, so he's going to be helping me run the event. And him and I just did the whole lineup for all of the trainings and for everybody that is speaking. So I'm super excited about it. You guys are going to love it. Yes, Susanna Badass, Team Retreat equals game changer. I love your name, by the way. That is hilarious. Okay, so another announcement. For those of you that are in the Hammer and Chisel test group, are you guys in the Hammer and Chisel test group? If you are, and if you had awesome results, I'd love to hear. Share with the team. But I want to let you guys know that I have not gotten through them today. It's just been crazy. I wish you could see this office. Like, I have like this much room to move right now. There's so much stuff surrounding me. It's crazy. I can't even move the computer to show you. But so we've just kind of been unpacking and trying to get the groove back. You know how that goes. So I will get to them ASAP. When I get the Hammer and Chisel test results up, like when I get everybody's before and after for the people that like follow directions and have the correct stuff, when I get that all up, I will have a way for all of us to be able to vote. So everybody on the team gets to vote, and then the winner gets a $500 cash prize from Adam and I for being so awesome in doing Hammer and Chisel over the holidays, because let's be real, that is not easy, and I certainly didn't stick to it like I wanted to. Bad girl. But we did Hammer and Chisel today, and it was awesome. I so love that program. Okay, guys, so let's just jump right in. Like, let's just do this. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to check chat box first just to see what's going on. Okay, I think we're good. Katie, you can get tickets. There's a link. There's a link somewhere on the team page, but I will post it again right after the team call, so you have it. I would love for you to come. Katie's a brand new coach in our team. I'd love for you to be there, Katie. It'd be awesome. Okay, so let's jump in. Let me share my screen here, you guys. This is not the screen I want to share. Let me pull this out. There we go. Okay. Y'all can see my screen. So by the way, I just create slides in Canva. I don't know if you guys use Canva, but it's amazing. And I could have just downloaded these slides and put them into a Google presentation, which I probably will at some point, because I'll reuse this presentation. But Canva does awesome graphics. Literally, this was just a layout. Like, you can click over here on layouts, and it was just a layout. It was this one for free, and I just changed the colors and just changed the formatting a little bit. Like, how awesome is that? Okay, but let's not worry about what's going on over here. We're just going to worry about the slides. So let's talk about this, you guys. How do you increase your income by $1,000? Well, as you know, in this business, it takes a lot of activity to generate results. I mean, ultimately, we're in sales, you know, like we do sales a little bit differently because we're sharing our story and we're being authentic and we're being vulnerable and we're posting on social media. And we have a product to offer somebody that can absolutely change their lives. So yes, we're in sales, but it feels different. Like I've never felt like I'm selling anything a day in my life because I believe in the product so much. But when you're commission based, like you have to put a lot of activity in order to get out what you want from this business. So I want to give you guys permission to work really, really hard, like crazy hard in 2016, because there's no substitute for hard work. And all the people that I announced as elite, you know, that I congratulated yesterday as elite coaches, that's because they worked really hard. And if you want that for your business, like if you want to be, you know, making six figures, if you want to be making even just $1,000 a month to help with expenses or whatever, like this is how you do it. You do it with hard work and you do it with activity. So I'm very big on plans and schedules and creating a plan. So I'm giving you guys an exact plan based on your goals and based on what you can do to do this, to increase your monthly paycheck by $1,000. So no matter where you're at in your business, you know, even if you're a new coach, as long as you've gone through Rock the Basics, you can absolutely implement this. But a lot of this isn't going to be making sense if you haven't really been through Rock the Basics yet. So no matter where you're at in your coach, if you implement these activities, you are going to see your business significantly increase. Okay? So how do we plan our month? So I'm going to give you guys a plan for your month. Okay? So in week 1 of the month, and obviously this is very much like dates aren't going to be exactly right on the week. So you kind of got to play with these a little bit, okay? But in week 1, you're going to do your challenge group invites and challenge group follow-ups. In week 2 is when you're going to start your challenge group. So I usually start my challenge group on the 2nd Monday of every single month. That usually helps me get Success Club the previous month, and it helps me get Success Club for that month that we're currently in, because I'm going to start inviting for that challenge group that starts on the 2nd Monday the previous month, which I'll talk about. So in week 2, you're going to start your challenge group. You're going to invite people to the coaching opportunity, and you're going to form people. So form means family, occupation, recreation, right? You're talking to people. Forming just means who are you talking to? Who are you getting to know? So you've got to be constantly talking to people. If you're not constantly talking to people, you're never going to grow your business and your income is absolutely never going to grow. In order to build this business, you have to be constantly talking to people and constantly reaching out to people. People will not come knocking on your door. I'm sorry to say it, they just won't. Okay. And you guys, every single one of us, me included, and I'm raising my hand right now, and I would like for you to raise your hand as well. We all need to step up the recruiting game in 2016. We are not recruiting enough coaches on our team. Do you agree? Do you feel like you need to step up recruiting? Because if you don't, then hopefully you're putting out numbers like 10 coaches a month. Because if you have big goals and if you're on this call because you're motivated by increasing your income and quitting your full-time job and helping with expenses with your family, you create that income by mentoring others and paying it forward and helping other people build their business, and you create residual income. So ultimately, we have to recruit more. Like that's a huge, huge goal that we all need to be putting on our list every single month. So I'm talking heavily about recruiting. Michelle, the M in form is message. So based on all of the conversations that you've had with that person, with family, occupation, recreation, that's how you form the message. You then create the message that says, you know, you'd be great with this business opportunity because, you know, and you're talking to people, you form your message based on what you've heard in the conversation with them. Okay, guys, so week 3, you are going to start a sneak peek week. And a sneak peek week is just like a 5-day group on Facebook. A lot of people do it very differently on this team. I have files and all sorts of information and training on how to create this. There's a lot of different options for this, but you can host it yourself. You can co-host it with another coach. You can talk to your upline to see if they're doing one. But sneak peek is kind of cool, you guys, because I have a lot of content. Like, I have all the posts for the sneak peek week, and anybody on this team can have my posts for sneak peek week. You see, in sneak peek week, you just put up the posts twice a day for like 5 days, but you've invited people to come into this group to learn about coaching. And that way you don't have to talk to them necessarily one-on-one and know all the answers one-on-one, because a lot of the stuff is going to be posted. You know, you're going to have the content to post in the group. Like, you're going to already have what to write in the group. So I think it's a little less scary to run sneak peek weeks. I don't know, maybe you agree or disagree. Talk to me, let me know what you think. So if you want help with running sneak peek weeks, reach out to your upline or your upline's upline. You know, if your upline doesn't run sneak peek weeks themselves, but sneak peek weeks are a great way to like get the seed planted with people who are thinking about coaching. And I just think it's a really good habit to be doing them every single month. Okay, so week 3, you're also going to be doing follow-ups, because you're going to be talking to the people that are in sneak peek, asking them what they're liking, answering any questions that they have. Katie, I could definitely not say that. Sneak peek week, sneak peek week, sneak peek week. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. If anybody has watched my new coach webinar video, though, I don't know what I was trying to say, but shart came out. I think I was trying to say start something, and I said shart. So if anybody's watched my new coach webinar, hopefully got a laugh out of that. Okay, so week 4, then you're going to start your challenge group invites again. Okay, so you're going to start your challenge group invites, and then of course you're going to be forming. So weeks 2, 3, and 4, you're going to be talking to people. Okay, so talk to lots of people. So this is just the outline, you guys. Is that Whitney? Is that Whitney Fenton on the call? Is that my witty titty on the call? I hope so. So anyways, I'm going to give you very specifics on how to do this stuff, you guys. Oh, darn it. Okay, I thought maybe it was Whitney Fenton. So you guys, I'll give you specifics as we go along. This is really just to show you up front what you should do every single month. And you should absolutely be planning your months like this. Like, you should know what you're doing 3 months in advance. You should be planning out what you're doing for your business. This is your business. You don't just fly by the seat of your pants. You have a plan, okay? I'm a total planner. So increase your monthly earnings by $1,000 in 12 months. So here's the plan for increasing your earnings in 12 months. So here's the deal. If you know, $1,000 isn't just going to come, you guys. $1,000 is not just going to come to you. You have to work for it, and you can't just work for a week or a month to earn $1,000. It's got to be consistent activity over time. Okay, now if you want it faster than 12 months, we're going to have to increase the activity, and I'm going to go into that. But let's talk about, you know, what you have to do if you want to increase your paycheck by $1,000 in 12 months. So next January, your paycheck is going to be $1,000 more every month, okay? And when I say paycheck, I mean like your whole monthly paycheck. Obviously, with Beachbody, we get a weekly paycheck. I'm talking on a monthly basis, you guys. I'm talking on a monthly basis. So, monthly goals. And this is every single month. You need to do this every single month for 12 months, okay, in order to hit this. So every month you need to be signing up 2 new coaches, 3 new challengers, and you need to be getting 2 of your coaches to Success Club 5. That last one is a whole nother team call in itself, okay? But you need to be working with your coaches to be hitting Success Club just like you are, okay? Activity needed. So here's what you need to do every single month. This is on a monthly basis, you guys, monthly basis. Okay, so new coach invites. You need to invite 16 new people per month. Coach follow-ups are 38 per month. New challenger invites 30 and challenger follow-ups 60. So this is what you need to be doing on a monthly basis, every single month for 12 months. So what is the difference, Sarah, between a new coach invite and a coach follow-up? A new coach invite is someone that you have never talked to about coaching. Okay, Sarah, so how do I get 16 new people to talk to about coaching? Do you see those last two things on this activity needed? You need 60 new friends on Facebook or Instagram every month, and you need to start 60 new conversations on Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so that means that you need to be starting 2 new conversations per day, and 2, if it's blurry, you guys, let me see if I can grab, hold on, let me grab my Wi-Fi. Oh, it's right here. Sorry, guys, I don't have the best service here. But, oh, gosh, it got worse. Okay, well, is what it is. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, my service isn't awesome. So, you guys, I just want to reiterate this. There's a difference between new coach invites and coach follow-ups. So a new coach invite is someone that you've never talked to before about the business. So it's someone that you've been forming, that you've been getting to know, and you say, hey, I think you'd be great at this. Have you ever considered joining my team? I'm running a sneak peek week. Would you love to join this group to learn more about what I do as a coach? That's a new coach invite. A coach follow-up is after they've been in sneak peek week and you say, so what'd you love about sneak peek week? Like, could you see yourself being a coach? Okay, and then a follow-up for that same person could be 2 weeks later or a week later or a couple days later. Like, okay, you know, what do you think? Have you been thinking about it? I'd love for you to join my team, and here's why. Or it's a month later and say, hey, just checking in with you. You know, I know you were really thinking about joining my team. I'm hoping that, you know, you're still interested and you still want to join my team. Or if people don't have enough money to join the team, I will, you know, they don't have enough investment. I'll talk to them about creating a budget and, okay, every payday you need to set this much aside to join the team. And then I'll check in with them every single payday that they told me that they have and say, okay, did you set the money aside? Like, are you still interested in joining my team? So every time you do that, that's a coach follow-up, because it's someone that you've already put the business in front of, but you got to follow up with them. And a lot of times it takes quite a few follow-ups to get someone to finally say yes and join your team. So that's why follow-ups are a lot more, usually double, if not more. Okay, so how do you find all of these people to invite? It's because you're adding 60 new friends to your network, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, and you're starting 60 new conversations per day. Okay, so I think you can do this. Like, this is not that much work. So here's how we break it down. In week 1, actually, I'm going to start with week 4, you guys. I really think it's important to start with week 4. In week 4, you are going to start sending out your challenge group invites. You're going to send out 25 challenge group invites. These are new. These are new challenge group invites. So I'm just going to say that. I'm going to change it here. New challenge group invites. It's important to note that. These are people that you have never talked to about joining a challenge. These are people that you're meeting. These are people that you are talking to that are brand new. These are new challenge group invites. Okay, you're also still forming people. So these are the people that you've started a conversation with, and you're keeping that conversation going. In week 1 of the next month, you still have 5 more challenge group invites to send out. Why is it 25 and 5? Because I think you should get the bulk in right away, and then as you're continuing to meet people, there's probably going to be a few people that come up in your new friends and your new conversations that would probably be really well suited for your challenge group that you'd feel good about inviting. So I left 5 there for that. Okay. And in week 1, I didn't really want to give you too many invites because you need to be focusing on following up with people. You need to talk to people that couldn't do it last month, or people that couldn't do it 3 months ago, or the people that you originally invited, the 25 that you invited the week before, you want to follow up with them. A lot of times if someone doesn't answer me from an invite, I'll just say, hey, I know you're super busy, but I just wanted to make sure that you saw my last message. If it's not the right timing for you, just let me know. It just makes me feel a lot better when I know that you at least saw the message. Just put it out there like, hey, did you get it? Because if you did, just let me know if it's not the right timing for you, okay? Because getting that message it's not the right timing is way better than getting ignored. So that would be considered a follow-up, okay? So week 2, this is when you start the challenge group, and this is when you do all of your coach invites. Now, again, oh, see, I did this wrong. This should say new. New coach invites, and this should say new. New coach invites are 16. So you're getting all of those coach invites done that we had above up here. New coach invite 16. You're getting those all in week 2. And most of the time, you're probably going to be inviting them to sneak peek week that you're starting in week 3. Okay. Of course, you're also forming people. You're still having those conversations, because this new friends and new combos, it doesn't need to be listed down here, because that should be a daily thing for you. You're always adding 2 per day, and you're always starting 2 new conversations per day. That literally takes you 20 minutes, you guys, if that. Okay. So week 3, this should not be new coach follow-ups, because follow-ups are not new. So week 3, you start your sneak peek week. Okay, and then you do all of your coach follow-ups. So this is when you're talking to people that you've talked to in the past about coaching. These are people that are in your sneak peek week. These are people that maybe needed to wait a couple months. Whatever it is, you need to be following up with 38 people that are on your coach prospect list. Every time that you send a new invite to somebody about coaching, add them to your coach follow-up list, or however you organize that, okay? But you need to be sending out in week 3 38 coach follow-ups. Do you guys see how much activity that this really takes? It takes a lot of activity, but do you understand that if you have a plan and you have a goal that you can actually do this? Can you imagine starting 60 new conversations a month? Can you imagine what your business would grow to if you followed up with 38 people about the coaching opportunity in 1 week? What would happen to your business? Follow-ups are the #1 reason why you are not growing your business, because you're not following up enough. You have to follow up with people. Okay, so this is your plan of attack if you want to grow your business by $1,000 monthly in 12 months. Okay, now if we want to do it sooner, if we want to do it in 6 months, we've got to basically double that activity. Okay, so let me just check the questions. I just want to make sure. Okay, so Sarah, this is awesome. She just said that I just now got over my fear of inviting. And I think for some people get over it sooner than others. This is awesome, Sarah. I don't know, maybe share with us how you got over it. But I think for me, it was, I just can't imagine not having this opportunity in my life, even if it hasn't paid me financially yet, but it has 100% given me the support I need. I couldn't imagine not having this in my life. Why would I want to hold that back from somebody? Because this could help change somebody's life like it's helped change mine. I think about, what if my sponsor never invited me to the coaching opportunity? Where would I be? Okay. All right. So let's see. Back to 6 months. So how do we do this in 6 months? So obviously your monthly goals are going to have to increase. You need to sign 4 new coaches, 4 new challengers, and you need to help get 4 of your coaches to Success Club 5 or above. And you have to do this kind of activity for 6 months consistently to hit these goals. Now, let me just make a little side note. If you do this for 6 months and you increase your paycheck by 1,000, don't expect that paycheck to stay at 1,000 if you drop off of all activity. Like, don't expect it to just ride out forever. Like, I feel a difference in my business when I am not being the example, when I am not building my business like I need to be. Like when we were traveling in the fall and I really didn't have a lot of time. I mean, I had like 2 or 3 hours a day to work my business, which is a lot less than I normally have. I felt it. My business didn't really grow. It plateaued. And if I would have kept on that same route for months, more and more months, it would have started to decline. Okay, so just know that building this business over time, you have to be consistent always. You may not have to stay consistent with this kind of activity always, but you definitely want to find what works for you, right? And you certainly go through seasons in your business. Okay, so so for 6 months straight, 4 new coaches, 4 new challengers, 4 of your personal coaches to Success Club 5. So what's the activity that you need to do? New coach invites, 32. Coach follow-ups, 64. New challenger invites, 40. Challenger follow-ups, 80. And then you need to be sending out 4 friend requests per day, or 4 new IG followers or IG prospects that you're looking at closely or forming closely, 4 per day, and then 4 new conversations on Instagram or Facebook per day. So let's break it down. Let's break it down into invites. I got to update this. See, this is even better why I should always do this in Canva, because I can change any mistakes that I made right away. How awesome is that? Like, this one is a mistake, and this needs to say new. Okay, so, and this needs to say new. So let's start again with week 4. So in week 4, you're going to send out 35 challenge group invites. New, brand new people. You're finding 35 new people to send out invites to in week 4. In week 1, you have 5 more people that you're sending invites to, but you're also sending out 80 follow-ups. 80, 80, 80. In week 2, you're going to start your challenge group, and you're also going to send out 32 brand new coach invites. In week 3, you're starting your sneak peek week, and you're sending out 64 coach follow-ups. Okay, questions? Okay, so Stacy asks, can you clarify, are we following one plan for 6 months and then increasing productivity? You know, Stacy, this is really up to you. I can't say that this is going to 100% build your business to $1,000. I've done the math. I think it can work. You cannot control who's going to say yes or no, but you have to get yourself out there and put yourself in front of a lot of people, right? So I would say pick one of these that fits well into your schedule. Like, what's the one that you know that you can get done? Like, how much time do you have? Like, make a plan for yourself. And if this one in 6 months feels like you could do it every single month for 6 months, try it and see what happens. But you have to be consistent with it. You can't do this for a month and then not do it for 5 more months and expect to be increasing your salary by $1,000. It just doesn't work like that. Okay, so yeah, it's absolutely 2 separate plans. This is just to give people an idea of, hey, you may not be at the point where you can put this much activity. This is a lot of activity, you guys. This is a lot of work. And maybe you only have an hour a day in your business, and that doesn't lend you to send out 32 coach invites in 1 week. You know, maybe you need 2 or 3 hours a day for that. I don't know. You're going to have to practice and figure out your own groove, right? So maybe you start with this kind of activity here. And if this feels doable and you want a bigger challenge, then maybe you bump it up to this kind of activity. Okay, so let's look at the last one. Let's look at 3 months. Who would like to have $1,000 more in April? 3 months from now. Would you like to increase your monthly earnings by $1,000 by April? I mean, yeah, that sounds amazing. I would love to do that. Who wouldn't love to do that? That's like a car payment and all of your groceries for the whole month, if not more. So that's huge. That's huge, right? But it's going to take a lot of work to build that fast, because this is not a get-rich-quick business. If you really work hard, like super, super, super hard, you can certainly increase your income fast. But you have to keep doing that kind of sustained work to really get to the point where you have that residual coming in. It just takes time. But here is a plan. If you are super impatient and you have time to put in the activity, this is what you need to follow. This is a shitload of activity. This is a lot of activity. I'm just going to put it out there. You guys are going to be blown away by these numbers. But if you want to increase your monthly earnings by $1,000 in 3 months and start earning $1,000 more by April, this is what you need to do. In January, February, and March, you need to sign 8 new coaches, 6 new challengers, and get 6 of your coaches to Success Club 5. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot, okay? Depending on where you are in your business, that might be totally doable. It might be a push, or it may be just completely out of reach. I don't know. Okay, you have to evaluate this for yourself, right? So here's the activity needed. Tons of activity, 64 new coach invites. So like brand new people that you're inviting to the business, 64. Follow-ups, 128. Does anybody even have 128 people on their list? I do. I have so many people on my list. So many people, because I've consistently invited new people all the time to join my team. Okay? And this one's crazy right here. New friends, 180 new friends monthly and 180 new combos. So 6 per day. But you guys, if you made a plan, you could get this done, this 6 per day, new friends and new combos. You could get that done in 1 hour. Like that could be your new friends, new combos power hour, right? Okay, so here's the plan. Here's what you do. You start off, did I do that? Yeah. Okay, so you start off in week 4, 55 new, you got to put in new challenge group invites. Okay. 5 new challenge group invites in week 1. And also in week 1, we're sending challenge group follow-ups. We're sending 120 of them. Okay, week 2, you need to start your challenge group. You need to send 64 new coach invites in week 2. That's a lot. Start your sneak peek week. If you're sending out 64 brand new invites to sneak peek week, you're going to have tons of people in your sneak peek week. And I don't want you to just be inviting people that you've talked to before to your sneak peek week. I'm talking to you guys like, I'm for real about this. I'm going to keep reiterating this. This has to be brand new people. Like this has to be the new people that you're meeting every single day. This has to be these people right here. Okay? Okay. Capiche? Do we understand that? And this week, this is when you reach out to all the people you've talked to before, including these people here. Okay? You're reaching out to a lot of people in week 3. So honestly, you guys, anything is possible when you have a plan and you're willing to work for it. This is a lot of work, but I want you to know that it just takes a lot of work. I'm just going to stop my screen share. It just takes a lot of work. Like sometimes you all have to hear that I give you permission to work your ass off. Like you have to work so hard to build this business. Like I don't know if I probably don't share enough like how much I do work and how much to get to this point. 4 years into my business, I did work. Like for those of you that don't know, in 2013, I went for top 10 and I finished number 20. And it just blows my mind. I forget the amount of work that it takes to get there, because I saw this year Alexa Lukenbach racing for top 10. I saw Brittany Powers racing for top 10. I saw Carly Del Carlo racing for top 10 last year. And I'm just like, whoa, you guys are crazy. That's a lot of work. But then I think back, I'm like, I did the same thing in 2013. So I don't know, like if you have this drive and passion in your belly to like change your life and do something different, and you also love fitness and you love Shakeology and you love our products, like why wouldn't you work so hard for 5 or 6 years to just create this amazing life for yourself? And honestly, I thought when we went on this trip in the fall, traveling the country, that I was really going to pull back and that this was going to be like kind of where I started to pull back on the business. And I found that I love this business so much that I don't want to pull back. I want to keep working really hard and work a lot more in this business for so many more years to come. Like it just is like ingrained in me, and it's what I love doing. So, so yeah, you guys, it takes work. And Katie, yeah, you need a nanny, but you know, honestly, it's one of those things. I know Brittany talks about it a lot. She's like, I miss my kids. She's like, and I have sacrificed time with my kids to build a life in a future for them that they will never forget. So it's, you know, it's not that you, you have to make some sacrifices. And a lot of times the sacrifice comes from sleep, and the sacrifice comes from spending time sometimes with your family, or going out with friends, or doing social events. Like, I have told some of my coaches, I've had to have really hard conversations with my coaches, like, you have to stop going to social events. You go out too much. If you want this, if you want this, like you tell me you want this, you have to stop going out so much. I mean, Adam and I, we were just talking about this, like, we didn't go on any real vacations, like personal vacations, until we went to Austin last May while I was building this business. The only vacations we went on were Beachbody trips. Like, we really didn't do a lot, and all we did was build this business. Number one, because we didn't really have a lot of income, because building this business, it takes a while to really build the income, and because I just was working, like, I just had so much work to do, and I was ingrained in building my team and helping my team build their teams. And look, now Team Triceps has 5,000 coaches and 6 elite coaches, and it just blows my mind. It just blows my friggin' mind, because I remember the year I started after I hit number 20 in 2013. So it was the beginning of 2014. So 2 years ago, Team Triceps was just under 500 people. So it has increased 10 times in the last 2 years. It's crazy. And yes, Sarah, I'm going for 15 star this year. So yeah, I mean, it's just work. It's just like digging in and making it happen. So if you want this, if you want something different in your life, you just got to work for it. Like, I don't know how else to tell you this, but you just got to work really hard. But it's worth it. It's so worth it. All right, guys, I will let you go. Yeah, Susanna, you joined right as we hit 1,000. Yeah, it's crazy. It grows so fast. So thanks so much for being on, you guys. I hope this helped. I hope this helps give you an idea of how to plan your 2016. I really took this from a couple of different calls that I've done in the past, and I kind of have merged them into giving you a full, complete plan of what to do. Michelle, I will absolutely put the slides on up in Team Triceps. I will do that for you. So have an awesome night, you guys. Yeah, I know it's a lot of writing. So I will put the slides up, and the recording should be up within the next 24 hours. Have an awesome night, you guys. Thanks for getting on. How many people do we have on? 52. That's awesome. All right, you guys, I'm so glad. You guys must be really motivated by money. You're my kind of people. All right, guys, have an awesome night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.